I have a list of people who contributed throughout my journey, starting from my parents. My parents wanted me to start from zero.
Our parents, you mean, right?
Our parents.
Hi everyone, welcome back to MCH channel where we bring real conversation and real stories into our conversation. Today's episode is really special for me because I have my brother who is a software developer engineer working at Amazon joining us to share his experience, his stories and his insights into the IT world. So welcome me, welcome my brother. Let's start with having your introduction and what are you currently doing at Amazon?
Sure. Thank you, Disha, for having me. I started my journey as in a computer science as an undergrad, working like back in India in 2016. After completing my graduation over there, I decided to pursue my masters, and my first choice was, as always, US. And then I transitioned my decision to coming to Canada because I feel like in terms of the research in AI, Canada stands a very strong point. That's why I make that decision, and I came to Canada in 2021. I started my master's in course-based program at Concordia University in Montreal in computer science. But after completing 2 semesters, I transitioned into research-based program, which was working with a research professor and Ericsson on their research project in Montreal. Completed that, wrote my thesis in my master's, and completed that in 2023. But in summer I got my first internship in Canada and at Morgan Stanley as a software engineer, and then after completing my grad studies I joined Morgan Stanley as a full-time employee.
Well, I knew more about this in much detail, but thanks for sharing for our viewers today. I know everyone, when it comes to Canada, they all have their own dreams and fears that come with being an immigrant to another country. What were your some of the fears and the dreams that you came with when you came from India?
I think my only fear coming to Canada at that moment was, how should I find a tech job here, right? That's what I had fear in my mind because I didn't know how industry work here. But when I came here, I found that there are a lot of things to figure out. Firstly, finding a place to stay. So that was the first milestone I have to clear, and thanks to my roommates, they helped me a lot to find that first apartment in Montreal. The second was, how should I manage my finance? Because I took a student loan and I had like no job in as a part-time or as a full-time employee over there. How should I pay my rent? I figure it out as and when I progress in my education. And the third was, how should I land my first internship? Because everybody, like for me, it was like, once you get an internship you have an Canadian experience. So that were the three fears I had. But then I need friends, right? In new place, new culture, it's very hard to make friends, but luckily, thank God, I had met some good people. And I will always say that people matters a lot when you are starting from zero. So that were the 3 to 4 fears I had. And as in when I passed through those phases, I was able to figure out how should I tackle those fears and how should I overcome with that.
So you did mention about that getting an internship was very important in IT fields and as a step up into your career over in Canada. What were some of the key skills or projects that helped you stand out in landing your first internship at Morgan Stanley?
I would say key skill would be harassing you, but but that harassing nature helped me to pinging those recruiters day and night, doing cold emailing those recruiters to land my first internship at Morgan Stanley. So I was applying for, I would say, 400 to 500 applications when I came here, because I started planning for my first internship in September as soon as I came here. And I was looking for open applications, looking for recruiters. There are various kinds of filters that someone can apply on LinkedIn, like by people, by company. So I was looking for those recruiters, search for recruiter word, try to filter it by company, and then connect with them. Send a small note, not asking for an interview or anything like that, just to connect with them. And I keep pinging those people, try to educate myself about what could be the interview rounds and train myself or learn accordingly on how I should be prepared when any interview came around. I didn't know anything because okay, it's fine, it was your first internship. I was like, that would be one round and it's okay, but then it turns out that it was two technical rounds. And as my preparation was related to my education I was getting in, so I think that helped me a lot. In terms of project, I would say do the projects which are there in your coursework, and also try to contribute on your GitHub and work along with any kind of side projects you have time with, and just keep digging into new things you want to learn and try to stay updated. That's the only thing helps you anywhere to land a job.
So you mentioned about having two technical rounds for Morgan Stanley. So for our viewers today who are preparing for getting interviews in IT roles, what would your tips be for them to stand out for interviews like Amazon or Morgan Stanley companies?
I would say every company has their own hiring process. Let's say for Morgan Stanley, there was two technical rounds. It was basically some data structures and algorithm questions and some related to all the things I have learned so far as in a computer science field, be it computer networks, be it database, be it system design, be it anything related to computer science field. So it was more of a conversational interview, but in terms of technical. Let's say they asked me like, design a system where I have to connect 10,000 computers in a lab. How should I design? What kind of security protocol you will use? Where is the computer networks? Computer security comes into play. So that was one process. At Amazon, there is a structure process. Like if you find how many rounds, it would be 4 technical rounds, and it will be mix of behavioral and technical rounds. I would say in general, getting into any IT field, the preparation of the process is mainly touching your base, be it data structures and algorithm, database. If you are interviewing for a company where they are asking for a specific framework, then the core theoretical knowledge or practical knowledge of that framework is necessary. But I would say keep designing systems and keep your strong hand in data structures and algorithm, and I think that should be fine, more than enough to get those interview rounds cleared.
So I know about you for sure that you always wanted to work in companies like Amazon and stuff, and I know that our viewers today as well would always dream of getting into FANG companies. And I know that they are applying and sending various different applications for various different roles as well. But what was something, or what would you suggest, that's something that stands out and that helped you stand out as well in your resume or in your skill set? Like whatever helped you to land your role in Amazon today?
I would say the first thing is your side projects. If you have no work experience, I would say focus on building those side projects where you actually trying to solve a problem which is out there. If not, try to do open source contribution, which is like finding out different projects online who are in the open source community and try to contribute on the open bugs or open tasks, open feature they are planning to. If you go to GitHub, you will find those issues in every project. So try to do that. Try to polish your skills regarding those small nitty-gritties about how to work in a company. So that experience itself would help you to land, not just land, but when you go into a company, you will find it very hard to navigate through those code bases, large code bases, connecting with people and like that, because you have already replicated that atmosphere when you are doing those open source contribution. In terms of Amazon, I would say make your resume align with what Amazon believes, that is the leadership principles they believe in, because we speak those language in our everyday life. So try to align your resume with those leadership skills. Try to connect with the recruiters of Amazon, try to reach out to them. Try to always reframe your resume in a way that shows the ownership of what you have built, why it was built. The why is always important because it will show what kind of problem it solved. While preparing for interviews, I would say make those stories of your experience of your projects align with what the behavioral questions would be. And I think that is the most crucial part, because we always focus on the technical part of the interview, but that also, like, the behavioral round also holds a important role while hiring a person. So I would say try to balance it out, focus on your technical skills like system design or low level design and coding questions, but also focus on the stories of your experience of how would you come out of a situation.
As we know, everyone's friends, family, and anyone like their mentors play a very special role as an immigrant starting their life from scratch. How did your support networks play role in your career path or in your professional and personal journeys in Canada?
This will be a very long answer because
It's fine. We got time.
I have a list of people who contributed throughout my journey, starting from my parents. My parents wanted me to start from zero.
Our parents, you mean, right?
Our parents. Our parents wanted both of us to be more independent, take our own decisions. So I think that's the most important thing as an immigrant coming here. Helps a lot, because when you are starting your journey, you might have to make decisions which are wrong. So you learn as you go along and making those decisions and making those mistakes, but having that backbone support always helps. Secondly, you, because I remember you were very young when you came here in Canada, and you were like inspiration for me, and you are still. That was one of the reasons I also take that first step to come to Canada, because I was like, okay, stay at home, stay with parents, chill life है, क्यों आना है यहाँ पे, मतलब, yeah. So that's why you, then I met someone, my wife. So she also played a very important role of providing those guidance, those positivity throughout my decisions after I met her. And the most important thing is about the people I met after coming to Canada, and also people I had back in India. Because whenever you are feeling lonely, whenever you are feeling alone, whenever you are feeling like nothing is going in your way, you had someone back in India, back here, people who you can go and talk to. Let's say you got an interview and you didn't pass, but at last you go home and you find those people who you can chat with, who you can laugh with. That depression went away. Like, you don't feel like I don't have the skills. But I think moving to a new country, new city, people are the most important thing you should first look out for, because my belief is the people you surround yourself is the kind of people you will, the kind of person you will become. Mm-hmm. So make sure whenever you are taking those new steps, try to surround with people who you would learn from, who you could help them, and who bring some positive energy in your life. So people plays a very important role.
So, wrapping today's conversation up, what would your be one takeaway for our viewers who are viewing this video, and if they are the ones who wants to start in their careers working at like different companies in IT roles, what would your be one strong advice that they can walk away from this video?
I would say the most important thing in this entire process of getting a job, or let's say getting those first internships or jobs in anywhere around the world, is like patience. Keep trying to find different ways on how you can make yourself visible in the market. Be it posting a LinkedIn post, be it commenting on someone's post, be it connecting with someone you found in a seminar or a conference. Try to do that virtual coffee chat, try to gain those guidance. It all sums up to one thing, like those little steps will make you get those milestones you have in your life. Try to continuously add those projects in your resume. Try to think of, as a recruiter's perspective, what they are looking in a person right now in the market. It's also, you have to be at the right place at the right time. It's not just about knowing everything, it's just about having those good time when you will get someone reaching out to you. So be patient, be confident in yourself. I know that we all have that thing in our life, that we have come so far. That's the most courageous step anyone have can done. So be confident in yourself that you know something, and you will get around getting those first milestones in your life. And you also, like, you have gone through those ups and downs, and it's not a very straight line journey. So keep doing those little steps, small steps. Try to find people, and you will always find someone who is willing to help you. So try to look for those people for guidance. Read articles, do some side projects, and just keep prepping for the day when someone will come to you, and just you will be prepared that, oh, I'm going to get those job, because you are doing that for a very long time. So just be in it, and I know for sure everyone gets to the point where they want to be. So it's just about time. It's just about those, that patient and perseverance people say, but it's all about patience and believing in that God, that yeah, I will go there.
Thank you, Meet, for this wonderful conversation. I'm sure our viewer today who really wants to start into IT roles but doesn't know where to actually start will find this video very helpful. And if you, my viewers, if you are struggling and just wants to get more clarity around getting roles or getting that interviews in IT roles, visit our website www.millennialscareerhub today, and all you have to do is just book a free one-on-one consultation where we will help you with strategy and we will help you reach that end goal that you have for your career. So do that today, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because we are gonna bring more and more conversation from different fields to this channel, to this video, and bring those real stories, real journeys, and real insights from different backgrounds for you. So keep watching our video and just let us know in comments if you have any questions regarding today's video. And remember, if me and Meet can do it, so can you.